Welcome back to lesson 2.12, fractions, simplifying fractions. The warm-up, a watermelon slice was cut into 24 pieces. 16 pieces were eaten. What are some other ways we could write 16 24ths? How could you figure it out? We can multiply the numerator and the denominator by any number. So let's use 2. 16 times 2 will be 32. 24 times 2 will be 48. And we can also divide the numerator and denominator by any number. It could be a bit tricky though, but you need to use common factors. Common factors, what is the number that we can use to divide both that will still give us a whole number? So let's use 2 or 4. So factors of 16, we have 1, 2, 16. Factors of 24, we have 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 24. So we can use 4. Let's use 4 here. So 16 divided by 4, we have 4. 24 divided by 4 will give us 6. Common factors can be used to figure out the equivalent fractions that have digits lesser in value. So let's take a look. What are the factors of 16? Factors means the numbers that can be used to divide 16 without remainder. So we have 1, we have 2, we also have 4. We also have 8. And factors of 24, we have 1, 2. We also have 3. We also have 4. 24, we also have 12. 12 and 6. So out of these factors, factors of 16 and factors of 24, which one is common? We have 2 and 4 that are common. 2 and 4. So we can use any of this to multiply or divide. So which equivalent fraction is written using digits that are the least in value? They have the least in value, we can use 2/3 because we can use 6. We can also use 8. There is 8 in 8 times 4 is 8. Eight is also common factors. So to simplify this further in its simplest form, to get 2/3, 16, 24. How many eights in 16? We have 2, 2 eighths. How many eights in 24? We have 3, which is 2/3. So 16 24th is equal to 2, equivalent to 2/3. Now let's go on to the workout. Circle the highest common factor, the numerator and denominator share. Then divide the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor to write the fraction in its simplest form. So factors of 1 and 5. So we have factors of we have 5. Factors of 10, we have 1, 2, 10, and also 5. 1, 2, 5, 10. So which one is the common factor? Let's circle the common. 5 is common in both sides. So we divide each side by 5. 5 divided by 5 will be 1. 10 divided by 5 will be 2. We have simplified to the simplest form. Now part B, the factors of 3. We have 1 and 3. Factors of 9, we have 1, 3, and 3, 9. So which ones is common? 3 is common. So let's divide it by 3. 3 divided by 3 will be 1. How many 3 in 9? Will be 3. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 1, 3. So the simplest form of 3/9 is 1/3. Now let's go on to number 2. Write the factors of each numerator and denominator. Then circle in green the common factors for each pair of numbers. Circle in green. So first of all, let's write the factors of 12. We have 1. Factors means numbers that we can use to multiply or to divide 12 without remainder. We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. We also have 6 and 12. Factors of 32 includes 1, 2, any even number, 2 can go in any even number. We have 4, 4 times 8, 32, right? We have 6 no, 5 no, 7 no. We have 8. What else? We have 16 and 32 itself. So now let's take a look which numbers are common. Let's circle the numbers that are common. 2, 1, and 2 is common on both sides. 4 is also common. What other number is common? Nothing, right? So the common factors we're going to use any of this common factor to simplify, to divide this to get this simplest form. Now part B, factors of 9, we start with 1, right? 3. I think that's all. 3 and 9. Factors of 27, we start with 1. 27. We start with 3. 3 times 9. 3 times 9, 27. 1 times 27, 27. What else? That is equal to so what are the common factors? We have 3 and 3, we have 9. So these are the factors. Actually, this should be up here. Six should be here. Three times 4, 12. 4 times 3. 16 should be here. 2 times 16, 32. 4 times 8 will be 32. 8 times 4, 32. Now part C, factors of 45. 1 times 45. What else? Three times 15. 5 times 9, 45. 9 times 5. Now factors of 50, we have 1 times 50 is 50. 2 times 25. What else? 5 times 10. 10 times 5. Okay, so what are the common factors? We have 5. What else? So the only one, we have 1 as the common factors. Here too we have 1. Now, factors of 18. 1 times 18. 2 times 9. What else? 3 times 6. Factors of 42. We have 1 times 42. We have 2 times 21. 3 times 14. And 6 times 7. And what are the common factors? We've got 1, 2, we've got 3, we've got 6, no 9. Yeah, these are the common factors. Now, number 3, use the common factors to circle. You circle in question 2 to write equivalent fractions. So for 12, 32, 12 32nd. So So which one are we going to use? The highest is 4. So we divide both numerator and denominator by 4. So 4 divided by 12 is 3. 4 divided by 32 is 8. So we have 3 eighths. Part B. And for part A, we can also have 6/16 when we use 2 to divide. 2 divided by, because we have 2 as well. 2 divided by 12 is 6. 2 divided by 32, 16. But the simplest fraction, is 3 eighths. Now let's go on to part B, 9/27. So 9/27, we have 3 and 9. We don't need to consider 1. We have 3 and 9. So let's use 3. 3, how many 3 in 9? We have 3. How many 3 in 27? We have 9. Let's also use 9. How many 9 in 9? We have 1. How many 9 in 27? We have 3. So these are the two numbers, 3/9 or 1/3. Now part C. Part C, we have 5 only. So we can use 5. How many 5 in 45? We have 9. How many 5 in 50? We have 10. Part D, we have 2, 3 and 6. So let's use the 6 first, right? Or 2. Let's use 2. How many 2 in 18? We have 9. How many 2 in 42? We have 21. Now let's use 3. How many 3 in 18? We have 6. How many 3 in 42? How many 3 in 4? We have 1. Remainder 1. Bring the 1 here. 12. How many 3 in 12? We have 4. Now let's use 6. How many 6 in 18? We have 3. How many 6 in 42? We have 7. Now, in question 3 above, circle in red the simplest form of each fraction. In question 2 above, circle in blue the factors that you would use to make the simplest form of each fraction. Write what you notice. So in question 2, circle in blue, I circle already, and circle in red in question 3, the simplest form. So the simplest form is 3/8, 1/3, 9/10, 3/7 because we cannot simplify it further. Now, what do we notice among this and what we circle? We notice when, I think I'll use red. So when you divide the numerator and denominator by their greatest common factor, you find an equivalent fraction in the simplest form. When we use the greatest one, like we use 4 here, we got 3/8. It will be in its simplest form. We use 9 here, we use 9, which is the greatest fraction, greatest common factors. We got the simplest form. We use the greatest one, which is 5. We got the simplest form. We use 6 as the greatest factor. We got the simplest form. So when we divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor, we find an equivalent fraction in the simplest form. Now let's go on to the practice. Circle the highest common factor that the numerator and denominator share. Then divide the numerator and denominator by the highest common factor to write the fraction in its simplest form. So we circle the highest common factor. Circle the highest common factor. So for part A, the highest common factor is 4. Now let's use 4 to divide and get the simplest form of this fraction. 4 divided by 4, 1. 8 divided by 4 would be 2. Part B. The factors of 6 are here, factors of 12 are here. Now let's see which one is common. For this one, 1 is common too. We have 1. 1 is always common, right? We've got 2. We also have 3 and 6. So the highest common factor is 6. So we use 6. 6 divided by 6, 1. 12 divided by 6, 2. Number 2. Write factors in each numerator and denominator. Then circle the common factors for each pair of numbers. So for 12, we have 1 times 12 equals 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4. What else? So for 20, we have 1 times 20 is 20. 2 times 10 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. What else? So I think that's all. Then let's see. We have 1 as common factors. 2 is also common. There is no 3 here. 4 is common. There's no 5 here. There's no 20 here. There's no 10. So the highest is 4. Now, here, factors of 9. 1 times 9 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. I think that's all we have for factors of 9. Now, let's look for factors of 45. 1 times 45, that is 45. 2 cannot go, so let's take a look at 3. 3 times 15, yes, that is 45. What else can go? 4 cannot. 5 times 9 is 45. So now let's circle the common factors. 3, 3, 9, 9. So the highest common factor here is 9. Now, number 3, use the common factors you circled in question 2 to write equivalent fraction. So we 12, 20, we use the highest common factor, which is 4. So now we can use more than 1, I think. So we can use 2 and 4. Let's use 2. 2 divided by 6 by 12, we have 6. 2 divided by 20, we have 10. Let's use 4. 4 divided by 12, we have 3. 4 divided by 20, we have 5. Here we have 3 and 9. So let's use 3. 3 divided by 9, 3. 3 divided by 45, that is 15. Then we also have 9. 9 divided by 9, we have 1. 9 divided by 45, which will be 5. Now, number 4, look at the fraction. Explain why it cannot be simplified. It cannot be simplified because 7 and 10 share no common factors. 7 and 10 So that's all we have for today. Compare your answer with mine and do the necessary correction.